Welcome to another Guide You Outdoors video, where we guide you to an outdoor life. For more videos, subscribe to our Guide You Outdoors YouTube page. Hello, welcome to my gear. So I'm going on this crazy trip in the woods by myself, with the dogs I guess, not by myself, with very, very minimal gear. The simplest, low-tech, few amount of things that I could possibly bring. And this is what I broke that down to, as far as being comfortable, but just having the bare minimum and very primitive style equipment. And when we start with that, I think we might start with the most important equipment, and the one thing that I am bringing two of. I'm going to bring two knives. All right, now down the line from knife to fire. The only fire I'm going to be bringing with me is just this magnesium flint kit right here. I'm not going to bring a lighter, I'm not going to even bring matches, just this. My next piece of gear I think is a luxury item, but very cool, and also goes with primitive living style. See if anybody can guess what this is right here. What do you think? Looking at it, anybody know? Well, it is March in Vermont. And March in Vermont is a good hint. This is a maple syrup tap. I'm also bringing with me a journal. Nice, convenient journal to bring along, and a pencil to go with it. This one I thought about a little bit, and this is P-cord. I am going to bring just a little bit of cordage, not very much. I'm going to bring a light source. Here's my light source, a fancy new headlamp. The batteries never run out. It's great. It's a candle. I might break this in half and actually have two candles when I'm out there, so I can have some nice light and maybe do some reading or writing in my journal. I am going to bring this little kit here. This is an emergency blanket. So those are my basic kind of small kit. A lot of this will be in my pocket at all times, ready to go with me if I have a need for it. Here on the end, this is a nice fire grill. So you can hang a pot over the fire, but I actually prefer a grill. So I'll place this on two rocks. This is metal, and that's not bad. Now you do get sooty touching the grill and working with a fire a lot. So I like to bring just a thin pair of leather gloves. These are very cheap. They wear out pretty quickly. You can tell they've had some use, but these are a nice little thing to have. To go with those, I have a saw here. This is a Sven saw, and it breaks apart. There's a blade inside of here. You can pull it out and then attach this in. So a nice pack saw. And then by far my heaviest, biggest piece of gear is an axe. Let's talk about food real quick. Food. So I don't want to bring fancy food. I don't want to bring processed food. I want to bring whole grains, like a whole plant diet, basically right here in a simple form. To go with all of my meals is just this aura of simplicity and willingness to maybe cook a little bit longer. And that's what this all is here. So to start off with, this is Bannock mix. Bannock mix is great for making bread. So this is all of the ingredients I need to make a simple bread out there. And I'm bringing two of these so I can have bread twice. For dinners, this is a barley mushroom soup that was dried. It's very nice. This makes a lot of food as well. This is 3 dinners worth of food, 6 cups of water to it. I put some bouillon cubes in it as well, and those are very nice to give it that broth. It does call for broth when you're making it. So all whole grains and vegetables in there. This is my breakfast. This will be oatmeal. This is rolled whole oats. And you have to cook it for 20 minutes, not the instant oatmeal stuff, but the nutritional value out of this is much higher. For snacks, I got a bag of almonds and a bag of walnuts. Also whole grain, whole food meal right here. These are great. We'll have a lot of energy for them. The nice little things to go with the basics of the meals is I am going to bring some olive oil, a little bit of salt to go with the meals. Some ginger, garlic, also very primitive whole grains here. This is a nice little addition. This is whole grain wild rice that was picked in Minnesota. Very nice. When I did a canoe trip in the Boundary Waters in Quetico, this stuff was growing just on the edge of the water. You could kind of paddle by and scoop whole chunks of rice into your boat. But this is very nice. Have to cook it for about an hour, but the nutritional value of this compared to white rice is no comparison. A little bit of some dried fruit as well. Got some cranberries to go with the meal. I hope to not need this, but I am going to bring it. Some brown sugar. Little beverage in the morning. I'm going to bring some black tea to have as I go along. Just a couple tea bags of that. And this is my fancy treat. This is the nicest thing I'm bringing myself. 2 bars of Vermont-made organic chocolate. So that's my food. That's what I'm going to eat for 4 days in the wilderness. There's not a lot here. This is going to break down to a pretty small little bag. But that's the majority. If you look at all the gear I have, it is food that I'm bringing with me. And that's because I want to eat. I like eating. All right, now to cook the food, just a little mug. This is probably my favorite piece of equipment that I have. This is a titanium cook pot. It's been on every trip I ever go on. And I'm also going to bring a bigger pot. I could probably get by without this, but with the maple syrup making, I do want to have a larger pot, and it will come in handy for many, many other things. My last cooking vessel, I do have a lot of cooking vessels. I've decided that's a good worthy thing to bring. This is a fry bake, and you can bake your bread in here. So as I said, I brought bannock. I can make bannock in this, and I could also use it for other things. And to stir it all up and eat it, a wooden spoon. To put all my food in, I am going to bring just a little cloth bag, and I'm not going to bring a backpack. To save on the backpack, I'm going to actually try to roll this all up in my wool blanket. And to wrap up the wool blanket so I can carry it, I have this nice leather strap. This is cool. So that's my kit. That's what I'm going to bring with me for 4 days. I know it's not much, but everything else I need, I think I can find in nature. I'm going to bring a tarp. Yeah, it's going to keep the rain off. This is going to be a great thing to have. So tarp is coming. Thanks for watching another Guide You Outdoors video. Remember to check out our YouTube page and like us on Facebook. Guide You Outdoors, where we guide you to an outdoor life. Here we go wandering with a knapsack on our back.